Hello folks, sorry it's been a while since I did a video, but I actually got a job at one point and I've been having a heck of a time getting back and forth to it also. I one vehicle when I did the last video, um, I believe I had a Nissan Rogue that I was using because my truck was in the shop, and my truck still is in the shop. It turns out I went to go pick it up, and the steering wheel was fixed, but then the back end started screwing up on the way back. My stepson was driving it, and it was leaving trails of smoke, and the wheels were leaving tracks. Turns out, after having the second time, I had it towed back by AAA. I was 35 miles out from the shop, and they got it all apart and everything, and told me that the drums and the back drums is 89 F-150, by the way, so it's fairly old, but I don't think I ever actually changed the brakes on the back of it. I know I did have on the front ones, but not the back ones. But it had the brakes infused to the drum, so that's another. Well, originally it's supposed to be like only $276, but it went up to almost $400 because they found more things wrong with it. Go figure. So I'm supposed to pick that up next month. This next Monday coming up, which will be the 28th, as long as everything goes like it should. Right now I'm on leave from my job for a week because some other issues that's been occurring. But I'm also going to let you all know the update on the trailer I was working on the last video, which was done on June 4th. It's been a long while ago, so I let it live video. I did get, I say probably close to half of it cut, but with the vehicles going down like they did, when it comes to the Rogue, let me explain that real quick before I explain about the trailer a bit. The Rogue ended up, when I went over there to pick my stuff up, and get a little scrap I had laying around, and my ladder, the check engine light started flickering on the dash. Well, I looked it up and figured out that that had to do with misfire. Well, mind y'all, I think I might have told y'all in the other videos, I'm not sure, but I got this vehicle back in October of last year and had nothing but issues upon issues upon issues on it. And they claimed they had a 20-point inspection, which is not even true. They just flat lied and was deceptive on that. So deal with that is I had AAA tow it back from where I was because they didn't want to come pick the piece of shit up, and so they got that back, so I no longer have that. I had to tow directly to their lot. It took them 3 days to realize the car was on their lot, which tells you how stupid they are. By the way, the place I got it from was Car Hop. For anybody who sees this video, if you ever need a vehicle, stay away from them. They are, look at their reviews, and they might have some 5 stars, but most generally you're going to find a lot of 1s because they sell garbage and they don't fix them up as they claim. Plus they charge almost double or triple what the vehicle's worth. So anyway, that towed back, and because of the vehicle going down on that day that I went to go pick up the ladder and everything, because the guy asked me to just come get the stuff because there wasn't much left to take apart of the trailer. He said he would continue, he would get his family to finish tearing the rest of it down, which wasn't no big deal. It wasn't a lot left anyways. But it still stinks though. I couldn't get the rest of it done myself, as I told the guy. All because of a vehicle issue. As anybody knows, your vehicle goes down, you're kind of cooked. So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, that's the deal with that. So then my truck, like I said, is still up there. So I was having mostly the store manager. I work at a Casey's General Store, which you might not even have around where you live at. I know they're starting to spread them out some, but I know not every state has those. It's a gas station convenience store, and so anyhow, the manager went and gave me a week leave because of all these issues I'm having between cars. My fiance just went in the hospital again. This has been going on for over a year now. Potassium magnesium levels usually is the issue. They keep dropping, even though she takes pills for it. So right now we're trying to figure that out. I'm still in this piece of crap camper. I think I told you all about it in one of my prior videos. So anyhow, the trailer job is officially done. I right now have no vehicles right now until next Monday. I'm supposed to go get my truck when we get paid again. And but the camper I live in, like I said, it's a mess. And let's see if this thing will actually let me flip the video around so I can actually point the phone right and show you all exactly what was going on with the camper. Go from there. See if this works. If not, I'll have to do another separate video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it does work. I just had to hit the flip button. Okay, anyhow. Yeah, you're probably going to see some of my cats. I have 4 cats in here. And my doggy, Roly Poly, right here. I call her Miss Floppy Ears. And my horsey. But anyhow, if it wasn't for them being in here, I probably would have lost my head. So, but anyhow, here is the extension cords I was telling you about in the one video where, because the plug blowing, plug frying on the outside the one day. This is what I'm dealing with. The plugs go from here and go outside around to the back side of the camper actually. Right now we're staying at her sister's for a brief time to to try to wait till we get the truck back because we have no way of pulling this thing around right now. But this plug here is the one that's running the AC here at the top where you're all at. You know what I'm talking about. I had to just buy another AC, which did not thrill me. I had to use some of, I don't know, some people's jobs as daily pay. That's what I had to use to buy this thing because the other one went kaput on us. And we don't know how long it had been in here before we bought the camper. Because we've been in this camper for a year and a half and it's getting old. But like everybody knows, rents are outrageous and can't afford nothing. And then, I don't know if you can see that, but right now it's 85 degrees in here. If I didn't get the new AC, it would be over 100 in here, folks. I mean, that meal's been buried on there before. But there's my one kitty, Blind Booty, with twisty tail. She has a twisty tail. There's the half tail, Panda Pookie. Yeah, I think you hear him meowing. I'm not sure where the other two are. I know Wendy was on this bed, but I don't know where she went now. But anyhow, that's the one plug. That's the only plug I can use on that one. Yeah, Wendy's down there. You can see her between the plugs. She's on the floor probably because it's cooler. That plug there is just has to, you can tell, the one plug in it. It's running over to a surge bar so I can run the TV and stuff over here. And then it's plugged in over here on this surge bar, along with the refrigerator, which we had to buy this when we first got the camper because the fridge in here was shot. So that's plugged into there, and then the yellow cord, and then the one light's plugged into there. Anytime I want to use the microwave, I have to unplug the AC usually to run the microwave because it's not enough power coming from the surge bar or this other deal over here to run that microwave. And that's one thing you'll find out, folks, if you ever went through it. You have to have a heavy enough or duty enough cord, extension cord, to be able to run high powered stuff. You just can't plug it in whatever. That can cause fires and everything else. That's why I read up on it. And so, and then the roof. See if I can get that. Just tell this whole thing. I managed to got the leak stop here. This was leaking on these two spots and over here, but I got that stopped at one point. I had to keep jumping on the ladder and putting stuff on the roof, which is a pain. There's nothing out here over here. I figured there's no sense of putting any more money into this thing because it's not livable. Period. And then let's see what else we're at. This cabinet here. I'm not gonna pull everything out of it right now, ladies and gentlemen, but this cabinet is coming apart right there. Down there, underneath all this stuff, it's starting to collapse. It's starting to lean. In the bathroom here, this part of the floor is starting to also get soft. So I'm just hoping one of these days we're gonna fall through the darn thing. This comes down to it. This thing is not even livable. Period. I mean, I wouldn't even wish the worst person in this darn thing at this point, but this is what we're living in right now, and we can't seem to get out of this slump to fix this problem. But once I get my truck back, I do have a lot of scrap to take in, so I'm hoping to make some money from that too. And right now, we're waiting to hear back from the, I'm going to flip this video back around, folks, so you can look at me and not my leg. Alright, but that's the gist of it. We're living in this piece of crap, and that's what's going on right now. Which is why I completely forgot about it, making, another video about the trailer, the double wide I was taking down. And, but right now our doctor, she knows a lady and her husband that rents apartments, actually owns an apartment complex in Yates Center where I work at in Kansas, and the wife has rental houses. And sorry if I seem like I'm a little sleepy, folks, but I've been trying to clean this trailer up some too today. And she's gonna try to see about her friend, because she's not gonna be able to ask her friend's husband for us to move in those apartments, most likely, because most apartments, if you live in one, they don't allow you 1 or 2 animals, and usually it's only small ones. Well, as you can see by the video earlier in this video, we have the 2 cats I showed you, Winnie down there, and there's Fluffy Tail, which is also under the bed. So we got 4 cats, and then even if we didn't have the 4 cats, we would still have the problem with getting an apartment because of our dog, because of the size she is. And people keep telling us to get rid of our animals. Well, anybody who has animals and has had them as long as we have, you do not want to get rid of your animals for nobody, no matter what, huh? It may be different if we didn't have them for a very long time, but we've had these animals for quite a few years now, and we're not getting rid of them. The oldest one is Wendy. She's 18. Fluffy Tail's 13. Blondie and Panda, they're 3 or 4, I believe. I have to pull the paperwork out and look. And Roly Poly, she's either, I think she's 6 or 7, so she's up to a little bit too. We've had these animals for a bit of time, so we're not just going to get rid of them and make them think we're abandoning them, because it's not worth it. They're supposed to be our emotional support animals too, to keep me and my fiance's head straight from going cuckoo. Because of the situation we're in. So if it wasn't for them, we probably would have done, well, who knows what. So, but anyhow, our doctor is going to check with her friend's wife, or her friend, actually our friend, because like I said, we can't go into the apartments where our husband runs. But our friend has houses for rent over there in Yates Center. She's going to, when she gets back from vacation, I'm going to get a hold of her, and hopefully, cross fingers, she actually has a house available for rent, because she says our doctor said she thinks, because she knows we're good people, we don't wreck stuff. Any place we've ever rented has always been a lot better, a whole lot better than when we moved into the place. So, which a lot of people don't do, but she's gonna try to put a good order in for us and get us to a house over there, particularly in Yates Center, since that's where my job is too. And that way, if I ever have the vehicle issue again, I don't have to rely on somebody driving me back and forth and going through this whole mess again. At least with having to take off for a week, because I don't have no way to get back and forth and everything too. So, I think that's about it for now, folks. I'm gonna get ready to go and clean my kitty's litter box out. I got some litter yesterday. Then I'm probably gonna vacuum his foursome. I might get around the mopping it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of tired right now. And sorry about that. There's flies flying around in here too. Some I don't know where they're coming from. They're a pain in the rear. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get a few more things done in here and try to stay awake. I really don't want to go to sleep early. And then that's about it, folks. I don't really know what else to say, at least at this point. I really want to get more videos on because my intention when I started making videos on YouTube was not to have them that far apart in dates like that. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's been almost a month and a half since I posted the last video. My intention was not to do that. My intention was to at least do 1 or 2 a week. But with everything going on with the cars, well, they're not car, but just my truck now because the other car went back. And then my fiance being back in the hospital, it's just, I mean, if I had my truck back, it'd be a lot better shape. But right now, it's just waiting until Monday. Excuse me, folks. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I'm so sleepy for. I didn't wake up till almost 9 o'clock this morning. Kind of weird. That's what happens when you try to do some work on stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna try to go ahead and get that stuff done, and I'll try to upload more videos, a little more frequent, especially when I get my truck back. I have some videos I want to do with certain things, but can't get to those places without the vehicle. So sorry the video is a little bit longer. It's almost 17 minutes on this one, but I just wanted to give you all more of an update of what's going on here and everything. And I'm going to upload this video right now since I have nothing else to do besides do a little more cleaning on the trailer here and do the cat litter box. So if you like my video, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe to my channel. So I'm intending on having more videos on here, a little more frequent. And I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks and have a good day.